Guys, I'm live. I don't go on Facebook or on Instagram very often live, but I am wrapping something up and I wanted to show you something else. I am wrapping up, potting up the spring bulbs, wrapping that up, finishing up, and I had some couple tips for you. Really the only thing that you need for the spring bulbs, you just need topsoil. There, get it in the camera. You just need topsoil and bone meal. There, bone meal. Topsoil and bone meal. Containers to cut the bags open at the level of the soil, so I'm not having to reach in all the time and get all dirty. And tags. Need tags. Okay. Need tags because you got to know what you planted, because you won't know they're in the ground. In the soil. But here's really the most important part I want to tell you. Well, two things. One thing is, my nose is red because it's cold out here in the garage. When you pot them up in containers, you want to make sure that it's an unheated space. So I'm cleaning off my shelves as I go. I just do two things at once. So I've got them down in here in the shelf space. This is an unheated garage, and they will know when it's time to start coming up. Again, here's some over here, hanging pots this year, but you want to be not doing too much because, like I said, my nose is red. But so two things. The one thing is unheated space is where it needs to be. Doesn't matter if there's light on or dark or whatever. They're going to come up when it's time. You want to check on them like probably at the end of February, maybe beginning of March, and they might start putting their heads out. But so unheated garage is the first part, and the second part is super crucial, is as you're going through the bags, like I have some bags here from Holland Bulb, and as you go through the bags, make sure that if you find any that are squishy, this is soft, wet, and squishy. Do not plant it, it will not grow. That would be a bad thing. You put it in the pot thinking it's going to grow, and it won't. This is rotten. I'm going to throw it away. The other part is, so that one was wet and rotten. So I'm going to toss it. The other part is if they are very dry, really dry and like lightweight, they're probably not going to come up. I might put this in a small pot, a tiny pot, just so I don't put it in a big pot and then it doesn't bloom and then there's a space in the pot and it looks funny. So if they're dry. This one's kind of dry too. Sometimes they'll have holes in the sides as well. This one looks like it's been chewed by something. But it's also really dry. There's not a lot of weight to it. Except on the bottom, it's actually squishy on the bottom. So definitely not going to use that. This one did not have a hole. But it was starting to get some mold on it, some fungus. Probably not a good idea to put it in a big pot of the other bulbs because you don't want them to get wrecked also. But these definitely, can you see the mold on the green? I definitely don't want to put those in the pots with no thanks. So there's one of those and one of those. And it's kind of sad too because I've got little babies coming off of them too, little other extra bulbs coming off. But I don't want to chance it. So again, so when you're potting up your bulbs in your containers, you need topsoil and bone meal and gloves and pots, and then you don't want to put the bulbs in there that are dry or wet and rotted or have some fungus, or some of them if they have holes. I'm going to get back to this. I ran out of pots. So I need to get some more pots. But I love this kind of messy work. This is wonderful because I know what's going to happen in the spring and how good it's all going to look in the spring when all those pots over there stop popping their heads out. So I have some white left. Triumph Tulip, they're Alibi, and these are all white ones. And then I have some pink Impressions to finish up. And, oh, more white Alibi, because white goes with everything. But I'm also starting to run low on soil, so I might have to get some more topsoil. So I need more pots and more soil. And I think that's it. So Tammy Lowe, the Lazy Northern Gardener, bulbs in containers. Love you guys. Bye.